Okie dokie.
Okay.
Oh. It's a beautiful day out. I feel so free. Like I can breathe. Oh, there he is. What do you know? Hey,
Hey,
why? You want to come
hi,
over and take
Sonny.
a seat?
Yeah, sure. Good morning.
It's a beautiful day out, isn't it?
Uh, yeah,
It's kind of
it's
hard
it's
to see
nice
you
out.
through the smoke. You want to stay here instead?
Yeah. That might be better. So, how goes it?
You know what it is out here. Marigold seems to be cursed. One doomed event after the other. One death after the other. One person blamed for something they didn't do, and another killed for something they wish they did. I'm sorry, Jay.
No,
Reese.
Sai, I'm sorry. Really.
No, Jay. Listen, just for a moment. I have taken a long. I've I've taken a lot of stress recently, and I know you can assume why. And I think within that time frame, I lost myself. I lost who I was and what I stood for, and I ended up doing and making the same mistakes that I did in the old world. And funny enough, I confronted myself about it, almost literally, and I feel great. I feel like who I should be. And upon this realization, I can't believe my old self was blaming you for wanting to get closure, for wanting to do something a human would want to do. It is almost inhuman to think that you cannot have a necessary need in your life because our town is struggling. And it's inhuman to think that nobody is capable of making a mistake. I can think of 10 people in this town who have made a mistake within the past week. Jay, you're getting hella flack for nothing. You wanted to see a means to an end, and people are shitting on you for it. You're not a bad person. You're a human. A human that's making mistakes. A human that's trying to make amends for those mistakes. And a human that sees a common enemy. Asher wants us dead. The cultists wants us dead. It seems like everything outside of Marigold wants Marigold to burn. And you can see that as well as I can. No offense.
Yeah, none taken.
And I can't believe I was so hostile, so angry, bitter, so lost. I couldn't see what was right in front of me. We don't need enemies. We need allies. If we really care about this town, Jay, if you really care about this town, you know as much as I do that enemies are the one thing we cannot be making. I can't sit here and pretend I can forgive you for what you did, but I also can't sit here and look at the world around us. Look at our beautiful city full of beautiful people who are just trying to live their life. And I can't sit down and expect things to get better without making real strides. Jay, not only consider me a friend, but let me stand by your side. I don't want to see anything ever happen to you, and I apologize for how I was. We
Sigh. Yeah.
And please, don't call me Sai. That's who I was. My name is Simon. Simon Simmons. Sai's a name I wish I was able to be called. That's just not who I am anymore.
I understand completely, and it's nice to re-meet you, Simon. Really.
Nice to
Um,
meet you too, Jay.
you perfectly described what I was feeling when I left. I th- I was just talking to MBS and Rob about this. I thought I was being selfless. I was just being selfish. But it took me getting there, seeing New Sion, seeing a city destroyed, lives lost, and the blatant, you know, sign in my face saying that this is not my home anymore and that there's something beautiful, meaningful here waiting for me. And it was like a slap in the face, but I needed to see it. And that's why I came home. And the biggest punch in the gut was all along that I spent a night in Devilstown when the person who lived there and owned that land was here, being awful to all of you while I was gone. I take responsibility for that. And I know there's no amount of sorries that I can give out to you, to YB, to anyone. But I'm glad you consider me an ally because I only want to do better. Today and tomorrow, I want to be the best that I can be. And I'm going to prove that. Whether my run in office continues or not, or if I'm out of there by the time the election comes around, or like I want to be the best person in me, whether I'm president or not. So I want you to know, I'm not leaving this time. You can count on me, and I'm glad you said those nice things because that is exactly what I needed to hear.
No
More than I
problem.
deserve, frankly.
Well, Jay, don't discount yourself. We made mistakes, and it's time for us to correct them. Look at this. Look at what we have. Look at what you built. It's Marigold needs us. I don't care who runs this place. I just want to protect it. Because this is my home as much as it is yours. I I am not going to fight with everyone when our town is in peril. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of I'm tired of these feuds. Jay, I will stand by your side. And if I have to, I'll die for you. Because I know no one else understands your cause. But it took a, I want to say dream, but it's more of a nightmare, to really understand what we have here. I I still can't believe I acted the way I did. But we're here now. We can do something. Whether it be just me and you or whoever, we can do something. And when we do that thing, when we finally show the people that we're not to be messed with, when we finally show the owners of Devil's Town or any other kingdom who wants to destroy us, or whatever have you, I guess an ethereal being from another dimension,
Yeah.
we can do whatever we need to keep this place alive. So, I trust you. And that might not be much, but I trust you.
Well, you are one of few, I will say, but it is very nice hearing your words of encouragement, and I will gladly fight by your side too. And if my time happens to come defending you or the people of Marigold, I will gladly lay down my life again.
Yeah, I'm just worried with Asher and the cultists.
Asher, Asher is a trouble, a very difficult one. I assume that you are also one of the people that are not very liking what JD's been doing. Unbanishing, banishing, unbanishing.
Nobody agrees with what JD is doing, but he doesn't know what he's doing. JD is similar to YB. They're conflicted. They're they're fighting within themselves to figure out what the best course of action to do. In reality, they're leading themselves down a path they don't understand. It's clear as day that they are trying to do the best for the town that they love, but it's not working. But again, I don't want to kill Asher either. No one deserves death, and maybe, just maybe, if we could get through to Asher, we won't have to kill him anyway. If there's a possibility, I want to take it. I'm tired of hating people, and I'm tired of plotting to kill them. Even if it's Asher.
JD's a good person. I know they want to do well, and they want to be their own person. It's just I'm not. This is the one thing I never agreed with them on, and it's scary almost because I've always agreed with him. He and I go way back. It's troubling seeing that he wants to give Asher a chance when we know Asher is not a good person. Asher, I don't even know if I want him dead. I don't know if I just want him gone or worse, right? But
I,
I will tell you this. Yesterday, I was going to my office, just minding my own business. I sat in my office, and he came into my office with weapons, and he was wearing armor, and he was threatening me. He hit me first, but I have to tell you that it's not all him. I did retaliate in self defense, and I did stab him back, and then Puffer helped break it apart. Are you familiar with Puffer or anything like that?
I, I know of him. YB seems to be acquainted with them more than I am, but
I I witnessed them chat, and they seemed a little too friendly. And I've warned MBS too, but it seems like I
we
know
know.
Asher wants to do some sort of good with Marigold, but I think even Puffer is wrapped into it. They said that they both have a plan, and I don't know what that is. But
Listen, I know what you're talking about, and I'll lay it down the best way I can. Asher is, if anything else, manipulative. And with this grand power of manipulation, he's able to bring the people around him and promise them a better world that they may or may not get with his silver tongue and strong words. And I think he's roping up people around town. I've seen people the likes of Koo, who doesn't even seem like Koo anymore, and Puffer, and hell, I've even seen the therapist chick. I don't know what they're doing. I don't know what they're planning. But it seems that maybe they're getting buddy buddy with the worst enemy of Marigold. Well aware that he's a murderer, dangerous, and obviously conniving, and definitely clever. So, what I'm trying to say is, he's good at getting people on his side. And one of my biggest realizations is, you need more people on yours. Because if I let people get swindled by that criminal, I don't know. I don't know if Marigold would be able to survive. I don't know how many people he's got in under his ropes. I don't know how many people he influences, and I don't even know if they have a plan. But it seems like they're a lot more coordinated than I initially thought. Yeah, I'm worried it's getting out of hand.
I'm aware that there are a few people that are pretty you know connected and close with Asher. I did hear about a person named Ku, who apparently was KG, who I met on my first day back. Uh, I don't know if that's something they have going on, but I have heard about Anna, the redhead. As for Puffer, I didn't really get to meet him. I saw him drunk on my first day back, and then all of a sudden he was in my office helping, stop the fight between Asher and I. As for
Well,
others, I really don't know. And it's concerning, it really is. Because I just know that Asher does not mean any well.
No, that much we could agree on. I don't know what the best course of action is when it comes to dealing with Asher, and I fear that with enough time, one of us is gonna get into a fight, whether it be me, whether it be you, both with Asher. And when
Yeah.
that time comes, I'm also worried that he's gonna have more than one sword backing him up. And I'm also even more worried that those ones holding the swords will be people that live in this town every day. It's crazy that we have people working against us at the same time a murderous cult wants to kill us as well.
Since I've been back, I haven't heard anything from the followers. So we just have to assume that
They're plotting
there's
something.
they're plotting something, biding their time. I don't care what. I am actively working on the Sharma situation.
What do you have
I just spoke
plans?
with. Yeah, I'm gonna be sharing something with the town tomorrow. But I wanted to ask you specifically: are you okay with joining MBS and I? I heard that there's something going on between you two, but
Oh,
we want to move. We want to move Sharma to the prison now that it's finished.
I need to apologize to him. Yes, I guess that would work. But moving Sharma, that sounds like a suicide trip. What? How do you plan on doing that?
I spoke with him, and maybe it won't be so much of a suicide run if we can just get him there. I don't think he wants to fight, but I also don't trust him. He, is a brine after all. But
I mean, I trust your judgment, but I feel like there should be a failsafe if you're gonna do this. Something that we can lean on if he does all of a sudden turn. Because I'm being honest with you, if he does try and come at us at his most powerful, I don't think we'll be able to survive this time. Listen,
I mean,
okay,
we'll
I
have
have an
we'll
idea.
have potions on our sides. But
I have an
what's
idea.
your idea? Sure.
I've been dabbling in alchemy, and I'm a technical whiz, right? So
Right.
I'm thinking of maybe possibly using some of the DNA that I've gotten from Sharma, some of the information, possibly whipping up some sort of anti-power chemical, and lace it into a bracelet or something, so he can't use anything. Of course, it's not even 100% foolproof because we'd only be able to test it once, so it's not really a failsafe and more of a trial run. But
What if we what if we tried it on Hollow? Now,
that's
he doesn't have as much power as he used to. But if we can just see like a significant change once he puts on that bracelet, maybe we can put that on Sharma
that's a
and
good
just hope
idea.
that he can't break free.
Okay, yeah, and then I'll get to work on that immediately. I've got the materials, I just need a little bit of time. And about that talk you said you were going to have tomorrow, where do you plan on having that?
I'm glad you asked because MBS asked the same thing. I think I'm gonna do it at the town hall. Hollow kind of inspired me when I was walking around yesterday. He was repairing the ceiling from one of the attacks that happened,
Right.
and I thought that would be a good place to talk again. It was the first one of the first places I talked once I got elected. Maybe give some good luck. Maybe I'm reaching.
Okay. Well, can I ask of you something then?
Sure, of course.
Uh, do you mind if I were to also give a speech, maybe after yours?
I don't see why not. Yeah. Do you
They
have
may
something in
not
mind?
be too keen on listening to you, but if I could be just a bit of a voice of reason, maybe I could get through to them myself.
If there's a clear disturbance between me and the crowd, whoever decides to actually listen to me, then yeah, you can have the stage and say what you want to say.
Okay, sounds fair.
Whether or not I can get through them, or if they start like there's like a disconnection there, and then you can step in and try to regain their ears, then
I don't want to
maybe, yeah.
regain their trust. I just want to tell them how it is. In fact, I don't want to convince them of anything. I just want to tell them the truth. These people who are rising against you like you're some sort of huge enemy, big, strong loser who left all of us at a time of peril. But what they don't see is just a guy who wanted a means to an end and made a simple mistake. And that same guy is also trying to fix it. And then, again, the same people are completely ignoring the actual threat around us. Whoever Asher's group is, Sharma, and the ones who follow him. So, I don't know. I just feel like maybe if I could just tell them how it is, tell them straight up. I don't know. I'm stretching it. I just was thinking.
Yeah. It's
But
definitely
yeah,
something to think about.
with that old Sharma business, I'll work on a prototype. I'll have it to you as soon as possible. Just check back in before we move them.
Yeah. That's gonna be tomorrow, and I hate to put a time constraint on you,
Tomorrow.
but
I can work with that.
I'll check in with you before my talk with the people tomorrow. Is that okay?
That works. I
We
should
won't
have it
move them
done by then.
we won't move them until after I've done talking, and maybe even wait till night, so people don't follow us.
So we
Last
can
thing I
just
want
watch.
to do is leave the town hall saying we're moving a demigod, and then watch the people follow us to the prison. That will not be a situation we can just crowd control. You know.
Maybe not, but maybe it's time we start telling the truth to people.
I want to do that, but do we really want to show Sharma to the people again?
No, but you have to think about it this way. The only way you're going to regain trust is to prove that you're not going to hide anything from these people. Yeah, it's incredibly dangerous. Hell, it's fucking stupid. But if you want to get an upper hand on getting people's trust, you may have to take that risk. I'm going to leave the decision up to you, but if you really think about it, not lying is your first step into getting people on your side again. And it might just be our crutch. But like I said, it's up to you. I'm not going to tell you how to do your job. I was just thinking.
No, but I appreciate your the commentary. I do. Like it is refreshing in a way to hear, right? Like I want to have options. I want to like hear people's opinions. I've never once like asked for someone not to share their thoughts. So this is just a very delicate situation, and I'm still trying to figure out what I'm actually even going to say tomorrow. I'll probably have to write something down, but I also just want to speak from the heart, tell them what I've been doing and what I plan to do moving forward. You know.
And there's also the very real possibility that the cultists are banking on doing something that day too, if they really know about this.
I'm gonna hope that all of our knights are there, you know, checking the grounds. We gotta look for bombs, that kind of thing. I don't even. I feel so stupid to say that when even I wasn't even here for it, but I know you've all had your share of checking things out.
Yeah, well,
But until we figure out who even the followers are, who they are, because we know they're, you know, here. We gotta start figuring that out. Draw them
yeah.
out, if anything, with Sharma.
Why do I feel like I'm being watched? Well, uh, I'm sorry. I probably took up a lot of your time.
Yeah, I mean, no, it's fine. It's still day out. But yeah, I do have a few more rounds to make. But hey, for what it's worth, I do appreciate the hearing me out and the very nice words you had said. Thank you, Simon.
No problem. And fuck, dude. I'm sorry. You didn't. I can't imagine what it must feel like having the world against you. It.
Yeah,
Good luck, man.
thank you. I just hope that I can talk some sense to JD, like, and have him, you know, see things a different way. If I don't want to be at odds with the guy, he's a good person. The
They're
only
all good
person I know who
people.
has I know there's others that you know really have it against me. I seen it. YB, Rob, Meredith's kind of on you know in agreement maybe with some things, but you know they're YB's sister, you know.
Yeah, I mean, there's not a lot of room for.
And then I know just the rest of the chatter of Marigold is either I'm a drunk and a you know and a failure, or you know maybe I'm actually going to do something this time, and I hope to prove that I am.
Okay. Yeah, you know what? I think you will. You got that look in your eye. Sorry.
Thank you. I gotta tell you on that story, but you know what? I'll save it for tomorrow. I think I am gonna share that story.
All right. I'd be down to hear it.
Okay. I'm gonna I'm gonna go do my rounds. Okay.
Stay safe, man.
All right.
Don't get
You
yourself
too.
killed out there.
And yeah, I'll come back around this time tomorrow before the talk.
I should have a working prototype before, way before the speech even is preparing to start.
Yeah,
And then I hope to test it on Hollow.
for sure. If it's not too much to ask, besides the prototype, which once again, I'm sorry for putting such a, you know, crunch on you to get it done, or at least some type. If you run into anyone between now and before the talk starting, do you mind spreading the word a little? I don't know if I'd share that with a lot of people
Spreading the world
ahead
about
of time.
the talk.
Yeah, like tell people that something's going to happen at the town hall.
Yeah, I'll be sure to let anybody who passes by know. I'm
Yeah,
gonna.
of course.
I think I'm gonna sit
Tomorrow
out
too.
here,
Yeah.
enjoy the rest of my day.
All right. Yeah. Thank you for hearing me out. I really do appreciate it. Sorry if I sound like a broken record.
Jay, a word of wisdom. Sometimes it's best to just enjoy your day. Look at what you have, and then it'll become incredibly clear what you need. Good luck, man.
Yeah. You too, Simon. Yes. Sorry. I gotta get used to that. Um, I'll see you tomorrow, all right?
Yep.
All right. Take care.
Peace.